It's happening. MC Oluomo hijacked Lagos NURT from me, snatched my second wife. Lagos Critical Chairman Adeshina blows hot. Tinubu was the reason. Hello, my wonderful people. Young man, I can understand with you when you say Tinubu was the reason. Tinubu was the reason because MC Oluomo has got Tinubu's ears, and Tinubu seemed to have a soft spot for the young man so that he can do no wrong. NURTW is a national body that has to do with vehicles, motor park, and all that and all that. MC Oluomo happened to be the chairman in Lagos State, and before you could say Jack Robinson, they slammed him with impunity that he was behaving himself out of character and what have you, and they asked him to step down. Before you could say Jack Robinson, the guy cried to Tinubu, and Tinubu was the one who said the guy goes nowhere. Make him the chairman of all garages and parks in Lagos State and remove Lagos State from NURT. But now let's see what this young man is saying. He talked about the gross way with his predecessor and now chairman of the Park Management Committee in Lagos, Monsieur Akinsoye, popularly called MC Oluomo. Fathia Adesina, the newly appointed critical committee chairman of the National Union of Road Transport Workers in Lagos State, aka Akeweje, tells Kayode his gross experience with his predecessor and now chairman of Park Management Committee in Lagos, Musiu Akinsoye, popularly called MC Oluomo, crisis in the state and the branch of the union. I am from Osun State and a core member of the NURT. I'm 62 years of age and I started as a commercial driver in Lagos. MC Oluomo was a motor boy. I started in Lagos as early as 1979. I was a Molwe driver with one man called Baba Ishie Oluwa. I pleaded with Agege. I plied Agege a Domotun route. I have many MC Oluomo's photo as a lad. I have known him for close to 40 years. There was a man called Halaji Basiru Daniel. He was the one who helped MC Oluomo. The man took notice of him because of his hustling spirit, despite having some physical challenges. The man brought him into his house and trained him to become a transport unionist. He was a later delivery person for the man. MC Oluomo started when the union in the days of Shaka Saliu was gruesomely murdered after his assassination. A man called Rafiu Akinli was brought to become the chairman, but MC Oluomo also picked up a fight with Oluomo, acted as chairman for 3 years. MC Oluomo was involved in a brawl, and Oluomo, there was a shootout in the area, such as Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu's area, debunked both of them for the shooting at his house close to his area, as though it was the garage or as though it was a garage or the union. The union was dissolved because of what they did close to Tinubu's house, carrying out a shootout. It became the Lagos chairman NURT, and from there for 8 years. And after his tenure, a vacancy was advertised for the post of the state chairman of the union. They said anybody was free to obtain the form for the chairmanship seat, and I purchased one and contested the seat. I contested the seat of Lagos State chairman of NURT. So some days after the deal day, when they were supposed to make the announcement of the NURT chairman for Lagos, the chief of staff to the governor called me and told me that him and the governor has endorsed a candidate, but Tinubu said they should give it to MC Oluomo. Are you listening? I told him that there was no problem. He asked me what I wanted to do next, and I told him that I was okay with anything the government wanted. He asked whether I wanted the deputy or treasurer position, and I said any of both is fine. He drafted a list This list comes from Tinubu. MC Oluomo has agreed to whatever he will do for Tinubu. The state executive member were announced and showed me that I was penned for the deputy chairman position. I agreed with the plan. However, on the day we were to be sworn in, my name was cancelled with a pen. Not that they drafted a fresh list. I was not offered any position. MC Oluomo took my job, hijacked my branch and the union despite meeting me on the job. All this because he agreed with Tinubu, and Tinubu has given him a yes. Whatever this young man is doing, it is because Tinubu has endorsed him and has shown him that he is with him. So this is what, the union are accusing MC Oluomo of. That, I mean, you can hear the story yourself. He started as a young boy, a young lad in the park. But there's one thing he had. He had a hustling spirit. Yes, this young man was somebody, those little boys now, but very sharp, always want to, want to serve the boss or wants to, smart. Yeah, that's the word. He was a very smart one. So the man saw him then and said, wow, this boy, drew him close, using him for those errands and all. And I mean, a sharp boy, those small boys that, just picked him up and that was it. And somehow, Tinubu got to hear about him, about the boy, because I mean, he has all his life, he's grown up in, all his life, he's grown up in Lagos, he's grown up in the park. He actually practically grew up in the park. Somebody picked him up and began to train him, that's why NURT, so long as Tinubu is there, just leave MC Oluomo for now. Honestly speaking, I know what I'm saying. You can't for now. It's Godfather. But he's not God the Father, but he's Godfather. And the thing is that election has not come and gone. The guy still has relevance and importance with regards to the results. That's why in Lagos State, whoever Tinubu endorses and gives the nod becomes the winner, because these boys, they are ready to die. You see, they are ready to do anything to ensure that those ballot boxes, those representation is who they say should be win seats. And so that's why Lagos State is another state altogether. Didn't you see what happened recently? You fight with MC Oluomo. It is Tinubu. It's from the government that they are answering and say, okay, we withdraw Lagos State. We do this. We do that. I mean, this guy does not even have a choice. The governor of Lagos State does not even have a choice in the whole matter. He does not have a choice. He does as the boss pleases. The governor of Lagos State does not even have a choice. So MC Oluomo is another boss. And guess what? If Tinubu, for instance, win the presidency, MC Oluomo can become a commissioner. Deal with it. He can become a House of Representative member. You say, but he not go school now. Why you are speaking that English is there, giving his own bush, and telling them, well, people of Lagos State need representation. The people have been neglected. We should do this, we should do that. Why you are complaining, why you are hitting your head around the rock, the guy just, they go. Do you know how many people, many of them, if we are to investigate, have no real certificate? My dear, the thing is that we need to reevaluate who we are, okay, where we stand and where we're going as a nation. What do we believe in? Because this young man we're talking about, he sits with Asiwaju Amebola Tinubu. You don't understand it. He has an important role to play. Elections. What do you mean? The guy they do the election, no election. They do the election, no, and the results must be waiting. Some people want to. So the person when they do the street work, you see me then come out. How you mean? Who you be? The person when they do the dirty job, when they go the hands down, hands on, you see me then come out because now you so my wonderful people now truly and sincerely saying that those things now they happen. The guy say on the very day, maybe MC Oluomo don't go through say no, that baba can't work with him. I don't want anybody who could challenge me here and there, blah 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 blah. And the guy said his offense was that he got there that day after they've told him he won. According to what he said, he should have been the one being announced, but his name was they promised him some position, got there that day, and other people were announced. Practically speaking, MC Oluomo has already picked his own people he's ready to work with, and those that will be his cabinet members. Well, my wonderful people, na so the matter they reach us, na so they reach us. Elections are around the corner again. We must not allow encourage such participation to go on. If we continue to allow such as a nation, we might truly not really have all that we really desire. Leave us a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Bye for now.